My mom just picked pistol. Do you guys know what is called pistol? And stoned it. I dodged it. My mom was busy castigating me in the church, telling everybody that I'm a prostitute. This particular one that happened, that made me to pack my things and said, I'm leaving. Whatever happens, let it happen. I don't even care anymore. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Onyipel. You're most definitely welcome. Please consider subscribing before you go, okay? Don't go without subscribing. I promise you're gonna love it here, okay? Thank you so much. So guys, today's video is a story time video and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how my mom treated me like a house girl while I was growing up, to the extent that I developed a hatred for my mom. Excuse me. Yeah, I actually developed hatred for her. Somebody might say, what did your mom do that you had to develop hatred for her? Okay, I guess you're about to find out, right? Yeah, but whatever I'm going to tell you right now, you might be able to relate to it if you grew up in an African home. You have every 70% chance to understand what I'm about to say right now. But if you didn't grow up in an African home, you might not understand. But anyways, let me just get into the story proper. So my mom is this kind of person that if she sends you on an errand and you do not come back when she expected you to come back, you are in soup. Like, you are in soup. Oh my god. She will look for you, trace you to that place you went to, and then when she gets to that place, she's going to beat you from that place down to the house. And not just beating you from that place down to the house, she's going to rain abuses on you. She's going to say a lot of things to you. Like, you will be so embarrassed. This was not even funny because so many times I experienced that with my mom, and she doesn't even want to hear anything you have to say. In as much as she sent you somewhere to go and buy something or do something and you do not come back when she expected you to be back, she's going to trace you to that place. And when she gets there, she doesn't want to hear anything. She doesn't care what you have to say. She's just going to treat your fucker from there down to the house. And so many times I experienced it and it wasn't funny because people will be looking at you. Kids like you will be looking at you. Your mom is beating you in the street right from... She doesn't want to know how long that place is from the house, from that place to your house. She will beat you from that place down to the house. Man, it was really crazy. I went through a lot of trauma going through that alone. Now there's this time that there was scarcity of water everywhere in my area. There was no water at all, so I had to go to two streets after our street to go and look for water. When I got there, there were lots and lots of people. The queue was much, so I had to put my keg on the queue as well, waiting for my turn to fetch water. So what we do at that point is you just be watching the rubber as people are fetching and leaving. You just be adjusting your rubber or your buckets closer and closer till it gets to your turn for you to fetch your own water and go. But then my mom was expecting me to come earlier than how long I've stayed, if that makes sense. She started looking for me. Yeah, she started looking for me. I'm sure she went everywhere before she found out that that was where I am. Then she came to that place. Now, as God won't punish me that day, when she got to that place, I was actually playing with other kids. Now, I wasn't playing because I've forgotten the reason why I am there. No, not at all. Mind you, I was still conscious of my rubber, pushing it as people were fetching. I was moving mine too, so that when it gets to my turn, I'll be able to fetch water. But while I did, I just decided to play a little with other kids, and I just heard my back. I heard my back, and when I turned, it was my mom. Guys, my mom was like, I sent you to go and fetch water. You are here playing. I was like, she saw the queue. You guys, she saw the queue there. She saw a lot of people. It's not like she didn't see it. She saw the queue, but she didn't even want me to say anything. I was like, Mommy, this queue, my rubber is on the queue. Because there's no way I will even go home without that water, because we didn't have a single drop of water in the house. So I needed to get that water, and I went that extra mile, 2 streets after my street, to go and get water. And then because you didn't see me on time, you traced me to that place. And when you got there, probably because she saw me playing or something, I don't even know, then you didn't even want me to explain. She beat me and told me, oh yeah, go and pick your keg. Go and take your keg. She took me from that place, put me in the bus to Ikeja, where my dad used to have a supermarket then. Now, this place I'm talking about is far. My mom took me from that spot with the stupid dress that I was putting on as somebody that was at home, right? I wasn't putting on a very good clothes. She took me, crossed the road, put me in the bus. We entered in the bus and started heading to my dad's shop in Ikeja with my rubber. I was carrying my rubber like this and I was crying in the bus. She was busy laying her business on me, beating me, slapping me, and people were like, Madam, what is wrong? Why are you beating this girl like this? She did not even answer anybody. She did not put, she just, I think she told one man that he should mind his business rather. I cried from that place to my dad's shop. When we got there, my dad was like, what's going on? She said, this stupid girl, I said her to go and fetch water, and she got there, she was playing, she left whatever she was doing. This is my mom was reeking. My dad asked me, what happened? I tried to explain to my dad. My dad was like, boy, you shouldn't have, why should you even beat her or put her in a bus like this, dressed this way, with the rubber that she went to use to fetch water? He was like, I needed to bring her so that you see, I'll report her to you to see what this girl is doing. But my dad was like, no, it's not like it. And because when my dad starts talking, like defending me, my mom gets angry, and she was like, okay, anytime I'm trying to scold this girl, you'll be defending her. This is that, I don't understand. As in, you're spoiling her. That was how my dad said, okay, fine, no problem. No problem. Okay, there was one time that we packed out from our old house and moved into a new apartment. Then my mom was like, my mom and my dad rather were like, they don't want any visitor, that I should not invite any of my friends and stuff like that. I said, okay, no problem. Now there's this girl that used to be my friend before we moved into that compound. Coincidentally, she also lives in that compound. Yeah, so when we got to move in there, I found out that she's also in that compound and we're in the same school. So we've been friends before then. One day, one afternoon like that, she came to our house and knocked and told me there's this assignment she wanted to do, and I have the textbook, so she needed to borrow my textbook from me to do the assignment. And I said, okay, I'll give her. So I opened the door for her. She came in, so I went to bring the book. On that process, while I was looking for the book, my mom started coming. Guys, my BP rose, my heart was beating. Welcome. Like my heart was pounding. I said, hey, Jesus Christ, I am dead today. What am I going to do? My mom said no visitors. I just told the girl, hey, you need so, I'm dead. She was like, what happened? I said, my mommy said that nobody should come to our house for now. He said, but I just came to collect book from you. It's not like I came to play with you or something. I said, you will not understand though. You will not understand. Do you know, my mom got to the house and started knocking. I was confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to hide her. I don't know how to, like, it was like, let me just make her disappear from the house so my mom doesn't see her. My mom was knocking. She already noticed that somebody was there because she saw, no, I don't think she saw her slippers, but she noticed, yeah, she noticed that somebody was in the house. So she was knocking and knocking, and I said, mommy, I'm coming. So there's this connecting door to our neighbor's flat that are now opened for her to follow that place and enter those people's flats so that my mom wouldn't see her. You guys, at that particular juncture, the tension on me was, I almost peed on my butt because I know what was coming. So when I eventually opened the door for her, she left from that place to another place. My mom now followed another of our balcony and found out that, and saw the girl rather walking out from that apartment. She now told me, I told you that I do not want any visitor in the house. So you brought in your friend. You brought a visitor in this house. What did we tell you about bringing a visitor? I said, mommy, I didn't bring a visitor. It's not like she came to play with me. She came to collect a textbook from me. It's not like, she said, is that it? Okay, your father must hear this. My mom left. I went to call my dad, you guys, and for her to go and call my dad, I'm dead. Because number one, they don't flog me with cane, they flog me with wire. Yes, they flog me with wire. You know, wire for light. That is what my dad uses to flog me. Seriously. So when she left to go and call my dad, I was so scared. The next thing I saw my dad coming with a very long wire, like a very long one. Hey, Jesus Christ, I almost peed on my pants. I was like, God, what is going on? What is going on? Do you know my dad came in, locked the door, flogged the hell out of me that day. He flogged me. Everybody was knocking. My dad did not open the door. He said, I'm stubborn. They gave me an instruction and I refused to listen, that he's going to deal with me. Or more. You guys. It was crazy. Like, it was crazy. They beat me. My dad beat me, gave me wound. If you guys can see my body, I'll show you the scars on my body that was incurred through flogging. At that point, I had to jump our corridor downstairs and broke my leg. You guys, because I needed to run because the beating was much. Because anytime they want to beat me, they will lock the door. Nobody can come in to save me. So I jumped our balcony. I struggled to leave him. Then I jumped our balcony downstairs and then I broke my leg, you guys, and I leaped and ran away. That particular incident, I stayed outside for 3 days. I didn't come to the house. Not like I didn't come to the house. I will come to the house. Oh, I will stay near our door. My mom will see me when she's coming back. She will go inside. She won't talk to me. She won't give me food. No water. It was neighbors that were feeding me. Like, everybody thought I was a house girl. Everybody thought that I was a house girl. The way my mom treated me. I mean, okay, let's say that my dad is a very strict person. Let me just say, for example, that maybe my dad is a strict one. At least my mother is supposed to have this compassion as a mother, right? Like, to still find a way to like accommodate me or something. But no, my mom was even the one that is on top of the game in treating me anyhow, like a house girl. So I stayed 3 days. I didn't go into the house before people started coming to beg, and I was having a lot of wound. One big one on my leg that somebody outside was the one treating me, buying capsule, trying to make the leg not to get worse than that and all of that. That one, later we resolved that one. Now there was this particular one that happened that made me to pack my things and said, I'm leaving. Whatever happens, let it happen. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna leave the house. So after my secondary school, I started a job, and then I worked from 8 to 6 p.m. in the evening. Then for me to leave for that job, I have to wake up early every day, like 4 a.m. every day. I'll prepare my sister's food that she will take to school. I'll do every house chores I'm supposed to do. I can't leave any stone unturned in the house. In as much as it's something I must do, my house chores, I must do them. I can't even leave as small as a teaspoon in the sink without washing it before going to work. If not, my mom will come for me. So I always wake up very early to do all of those things before I go to work. Then on Sundays, I wake up like 3 a.m. because I'm a chorister in my church. I need to attend Sunday school because it was a grand rule that for a chorister you must attend Sunday school so you'll be able to sing. If you come for rehearsal the previous day and you do not attend Sunday school in the morning, you're not gonna sing, So I always wake up very early, like 3 a.m. in the morning. I will make sure to do all my house chores, cook, prepare rice, put everything in cooler so that when we come back we'll just eat and everything. Then I will wash. Guys, a lot of work to be done. So that particular Sunday I woke up and then I did my normal house chores, washed the toilet and bedroom, prepared rice, put in the cooler, did everything, then did laundry, everybody's laundry. Then in the course of doing that laundry, I didn't wash my sister's PE, her sportswear. That was not even intentional. It was not in the laundry basket, so I didn't know. So when I was not having my bag, that was a few minutes to 8, about 7:30 thereabout. Remember, I'm rushing to go to church before 8. Yeah, but then she now called me and said, when you hear that I did not wash my sister's sportswear. I was like, Mom, that I did not see it, that I'll wash it when I get back from church. She was like, no way. You're not washing it when you get back from church. You're going to wash it before you go to church. Well, like, Mommy, I'm already running late. You know that I have to be in the Sunday school, so I'll be able to sing. And that day I'm to lead praise and worship, you guys. My mom said no, that I must wash it before I go. So, Father, I did a lot of laundry. I washed a lot of clothes. Just remaining that PE, that sportswear, you're telling me I must wash it before I go. Why is it that you cannot understand that when I come back, I will wash it? She was insisting that I must wash it. And then out of annoyance, and I said, okay, no problem now. I'll wash it. It's not just PE. I'll wash it. I've washed so many clothes. And just this one, you will not allow me to go to church. I'm running late. Do you know that thing that I said? My mom just picked pistol. Do you guys know what is called pistol? And stoned it. I dodged it. If not that I dodged that pistol, guys, maybe I would have been dead a long time ago. When I dodged it, my mom came for me and held me in my throat. You guys, that she was going to kill me and nothing will happen. That she gave birth to me and that she's going to kill me and nobody has the right to even say anything about it. Do you know, while she was holding me, it was like I was losing my breath because she was holding my throat. It was like I was losing my breath. So I was struggling to remove her hand from my throat where she was holding me, and all of a sudden, because of that thing I was doing, she started screaming and calling my dad that I'm fighting her. Hey, and my dad came from nowhere. He didn't even want to listen and started beating me. Came with wire as usual. Started beating me and beating me and beating me and beating me and beating me. And my mom was also beating me at the same time. You guys, do you know? Guys, God, I don't even know. Like it was a drama that day. So while she was at it, while my dad was beating me, she was also still holding me. So my grandma was living with us then. So my grandma was trying to remove her hand from my throat. I didn't know because everywhere was already chaos. I didn't know whose hand was there again. I was thinking it's my mom. So with annoyance, I beat the hand. I didn't know it was my grandmother's. My grandmother started crying, Akamo, hey whoa, my hand though. I started crying because my grandma always felt bad the way I was treated. Before I knew it, neighbors gathered, everybody gathered, people were coming to our compound asking her, Madam, is this girl your daughter or your house girl? Why are you treating this girl like that? Because I always tell people that she's my mom. But when they ask me that, is this woman your mom? I say, yes, she's my mom. They say, no, this is a house girl. You are a house girl. I say, no. So that day, when that last one that happened, people were not asking, Madam, why are you always treating this girl like this? Why are you treating this girl? You see this girl is your daughter. Are you serious that this girl is your daughter and you're treating her like this? I said, no, she's not my mom. I told them, no, she's not my mom. she is not my mom. She now said, yes, you are not my daughter as well. I said, yes, you are not my mom. I said, in fact, I am leaving the house for you people. I am leaving the house. You people should stay in your house. I was angry. You guys, I packed all my things that I was leaving the house. I packed every of my things that I'm leaving the house that day. She said, I should go. I've been looking for a way to follow man since. That me, I want to go outside and be running a shower. That I should go. I want to become a prostitute. That I should go. I should go. That I can now go so I can go and be doing my prostitution very well. Me that doesn't even know what is called boyfriend. At that time, she said I'm a prostitute. You guys, it was crazy. People were like, my dear, just calm down. I said, I can't calm down. On my body that day, you know, I moved out of the house. I packed all my things and moved out of the house, and they didn't care. My mom didn't care. Instead, they gave my grandmother warning that any day they come back and hear that I came to visit her in that house, that she's going to leave the house and follow me. It was crazy, you guys. I got to church that day. I eventually went to church. I couldn't sing again, nothing. I just went to the choir seat to sit down. And the clothes I was wearing was short sleeve, just like this, short sleeve. So you'll be seeing all the mark on my body, everything on my body. So people were like, Onye, what is wrong? What happened? What happened to you? I was just sitting down there silently. I was crying. I didn't speak a word to anybody. I was crying. At that point, I didn't even have anywhere to go. You guys, I didn't even have anywhere to go to. So after service, I went to one woman that sells snacks around there. I was there when one of my friends came and told me, When what happened between you and your mom? Your mom is outside there in the church telling everybody that you packed out of the house, that you want to go and continue your prostitution outside. I was like, prostitution? I started crying. I said, prostitution, me? My mom was busy castigating me in the church, telling everybody that I'm a prostitute, that I left the house, that I've eventually packed out of the house, that I want to go and be doing my prostitution where nobody would disturb me. Guys, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I was literally crying my eyes out that day. Everybody was not looking at me somehow. You know, now that kind of thing, people that want to believe her will believe her, but people that do not believe whatever she was saying also came to me and started telling me, don't worry, everything will be fine. So I had to talk to one of our church member there that please, that they should, you know, squat me, they should accommodate me for a period of time, and they all agreed. And that was how I moved in with them. I was going to my work where I was working. I stayed outside for like 1 month, and then people started coming to me, begging me. And at that time my mom was pregnant. People started coming to me asking me that I should go back to the house, that my mom needs me and all of that. I said, no, she doesn't need me, that I cannot deal anymore, that I'm sick and tired of the maltreatment that I was getting from her, that I'm not going back to the house. People were begging me. I said, my mom called me a prostitute. Like, she literally went to the church and told everybody that I am a prostitute. Now, since I left the house, have she seen me hanging with a man? Have she seen me in a club where maybe where prostitutes stay or something? Like, I don't understand. People were like, we know you, you are not that kind of person. Don't just forget about what your mom says and all that. You know, just come back home and all of that. Your mom needs you. Remember, she's pregnant and this, that. Guys, to cut the long story short, eventually when I came back to the house, I had to give them my rules and my regulations, like my what I do not want and what how they must not treat me again. You know, I just had to like lay rules, like this is that, like I cannot stay if this continues and all of that. After I got back to the house, things started changing a little bit, but after like a year I got admission into the university. And after a year in the university, I came home and I spoke to her. I said, Mom, the way you treated me, you really treated me bad, you know, and I didn't expect you as my mom to treat me that way and all of that. She was like, she was training me. I said, yeah, I agree that you were training me, but you went to the extreme. Like, that was extremely too tight. Like, I don't know how to explain it. She was like, she was sorry and all of that. I was like, okay, fine, but man, it was really crazy, you guys. It was really crazy. This is just few of my experiences with my mom. It was so crazy that hatred became very deep. Like, I had that deep hatred for my mom. But as I'm talking to you guys today, me and my mom, we are best of friends. Like, we are best of friends. My mom doesn't do anything without telling me. You know, she doesn't play with me, she doesn't joke with me, she loves me, she adores me, if I can use that word. Like, she's the sweetest person I can, like, in my next world I still want to be her daughter. Like, I would want her to be my mom, you know. But it's just that she in her mind, she was training me, right? She was training me, and she was going to the extreme to do that, you know. But I'm happy at the same time for the woman I have become, you know, today. I mean, she did really train me and I learned a lot from her, just that it was too much, guys. It was too. Anyway, guys, I've come to the end of this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have similar experience, let me know down in the comment section. Let's talk down in the comment section, okay? Please give this video a huge thumbs up and of course share if you can. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel at this point, please consider subscribing, okay, and be a part of the family. And trust me, it will make my day. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Till then, I love you all so much. Bye.